Welcome to the Visa Mo, Sagot Ko, ang kauna-unahang lingguhang talakayan ng mga bagong balita at batas ukol sa Australian Migration Law and Process. Tuwing Miyerkules 6 to 6:30 ng gabi mula sa Auspac Visa. Auspac Visa is a trusted Australian migration agency for Filipinos all over the world. Auspac Visa is the home for all Filipino professionals, skilled workers, partners, families, students, graduates, and trainees who want to visit, live, work, and permanently stay in Australia. Makipanayam dito sa Visa Mo, Sagot Ko, ang kalahating oras na talakayan ng mga balita, batas, proseso, at mga isyung tungkol sa pag-a-apply ng Australian Visa. Kasama niyo po si Teresa Cardona, Director, Lawyer at Registered Migration Agent mula sa Auspac Visa sa Brisbane, Australia. Paalala lang po na ang mga talakayan at mga impormasyong mababanggit sa programang ito ay sa pawang mga impormasyon lamang at hindi payong legal at hindi rin at walang kinalaman sa mga personal at natatanging sitwasyon ng mga nanonood at nakikinig. Ang Australian Immigration Law ay madalas na nagbabago kung kaya't makabubuti na ugaliing magsayasat at humingi ng payong akma sa inyong pansariling pangangailangan. At ngayon, live mula sa Brisbane, Australia, ang inyong host at tagapagtalakay ng mga balita, issue, batas at proseso na nauukol sa Australian Migration and Visa Application, Teresa Cardona, Director, Lawyer, and Registered Migration Agent from Auspac Visa.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of our series where we share real stories, give you some practical tips, and of course sharing you some of the Australian journey of our clients and of the people who came across our practice in the last 20 years or so. So, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Muli po, nandito po kami sa Visa Mo, Sagot Ko, tuwing Miyerkules po, every 6 o'clock, where you can also get some updates and ask questions and perhaps in some cases, get a little bit of advice that may be applicable to you. So, tonight's episode po is a very special one. So, we call this as Secrets to getting your partner visa approved. So alam niyo na kung ano yung topic natin ngayon. So ang topic ngayon ay partner visa. But tonight's episode is different because we will be concentrating or focusing on same-sex relationship or same-sex partner visa application. Because as you know, there are many people who are still in doubt whether this can happen and whether this can be approved, whether they can be together. So from this episode, you will hear real story from one of our favorite clients, and they're very, very happy to come to us and share their stories with you. So pasasalamatan ko na sila as early as now. So thank you very much to our guest for tonight. Because not all people wanted to be guesting in our show kasi some of them are shy, some of them do not like to speak in a public forum like this. But I'm very, very thankful that they're very helpful, they're very accommodating, and they, in fact, the applicant that I had is supposed to be working tonight, but he's giving it a miss just to be with us. So sana maraming matulungan at sana marami ring ma-inspire sa kanyang story. So again, our topic today is secrets to getting your partner visa approved. And we know that applying for a partner visa can feel overwhelming. The paperwork, the evidence that you need to produce, the waiting time, which is really excruciating. And of course, for many same-sex couples, it can be even more daunting. But tonight, you will hear it directly from someone who's been through it all and came out very, very strong on the other side with a very successful visa grant. So we're going to talk about the process, we're going to talk about their challenges, and the little secrets that made all the difference for them. The secrets not only coming from us in our practice, but from both of them and how they treat each other, which is really, really wonderful. And of course, aside from that, is of course having the right support that made their journey a lot easier. So stay tuned. And if you've been thinking about applying for a partner visa for yourself or for your loved one, nandito lang po kami. This may be your chance to get some inspiration and learn from real experience. But before we dive in, let's watch a short video about our guest tonight. Okay, so let's start with it, Shania.
In May 2021, two strangers, one app, and a connection that felt different. From daily messages to video calls with family, their love grew stronger despite the distance. In 2022, they finally met in person. 3 unforgettable months filled with laughter, love, and dreams of forever. By 2023, Nathaniel moved to Australia, and on February 11th, 2024, they said, "I do," a promise of forever. Now they build a life together, sharing chores, cooking, saving for dreams, and loving each other more each day. From a simple message to a lifetime of love, Stephen and Nathaniel, together, always.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm very, very excited to have them on the show. One of my former clients who have successfully get the partner visa granted. Their story will tell you and will show you that love really does conquer all, even through all the paperwork. So let's get started and let's welcome our guests for tonight, Stephen Harvey and Nathaniel Remorosa. I call them Steph and Nate. Okay, so to the show. Hello, good evening. How are you guys?
We're good. We're good.
We're great.
Fe-
Thank you.
Feeling cold out there?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
currently freezing out here.
It's getting down to a fairly low temperature in the nighttime. Yeah.
All right. Yep. So, but it's wonderful compare with my situation now because I'm in the Philippines at the moment. So, as we were talking a while ago, it's very hot here, and I think I've got a little bit of flu. But anyway, so let's start with this one. I'm sure our audience are excited to hear something from you. So, to start with, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your partner? How did you meet, and how did your love story begin? It's your go. So who wants to start?
Oh, you go first.
Okay.
Well, we were both lonely, I guess, and looking on the internet and things, and suddenly one day there was Nathan, and we just knew that we were meant to be together from that moment. And that is the truth. It did blossom, but from that moment there was almost like an explosion for both of us when we met, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just on that day. And
Was it a love at first sight or no?
Not in first, and we talked for more than a year. Like not a year before he started to sponsor me as a tourist.
Mhm.
Yes, but we declared our love for each other very quickly.
Yeah, very good. Around
Online.
a month.
Around a month, yeah.
A month after.
Say it.
Yeah.
Neither
But
of
I
us
am.
will say it, you know.
Yeah. All right. So I understand, Nate, you applied
Yes.
for a tourist visa and Steph
Yeah.
sponsored you. Whatever happened to that application?
For the first time I applied for tourist visa, I did it my own.
Yes.
I did my email account, and it was
Uh-huh.
granted for 12 months with
Yes.
multiple entries.
Yep.
And after 1.5 months, I got granted.
Mhm.
So last 2023, that was winter season here when I came here first. And then
Okay.
I stayed for over 1 day.
Oh, so you overstayed your tourist visa.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure about the my flight
Mm,
schedule. So I thought it would be like from the date I arrived here, and then
mm,
from and I would go advance. Like if it's 20, I will go 21, but it's not. You have to go from the 20 you arrive. You have to leave at least 19.
19, yeah. Yep,
Yeah, of
yeah.
that month.
Okay. Is this the reason why you did not apply for a second tourist visa? Because I remember that was one of the worries of Steph when he came to
Uh,
me because of
We
the
actually,
1 day or 2 days overstaying. Yeah.
yes, he actually did apply for a second visa, and it was
Mm,
refused
mm,
yeah.
because when he overstayed, the rest of that 12-month visa was cancelled.
Mm,
And we didn't know. We weren't
yeah.
even told that he had overstayed and that they
Mm,
would cancel the visa.
yeah.
So we were shocked when the second application for a visa went
no,
when we,
no, it wasn't that. I known when I was already in the
Airport.
after a week. Yeah, I was in the airport. I booked a flight
Yep.
again to go back for another 3 months, and
yes.
Mm,
then the airlines
said.
told me they called
Mm,
the immigration or so.
embassy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the embassy. That's when they say my visa was canceled.
Yep. Yeah.
We
So they
we
don't
didn't.
normally notify you,
No, not at all.
but then it's recorded that you have overstayed for 1 day or 2 days. But the
Yes.
good thing there is they let you go. See,
Yeah.
they could have taken you and said, okay, you are unlawful non-citizen now, but they did let you go to to get out of
Yeah.
Australia. Yeah.
Yes. They
Okay,
did.
guys, be careful. Okay, so when you have your tourist visa, and if it has a 3 months stay, you have to count because even just 1 day, that can ruin the next part or the remaining visa validity of your tourist visa because then it will be canceled by the immigration. So you've got one real story here. Okay,
Yeah.
so what happened then? So I mean, you couldn't
So
come back anymore.
uh, I was planning to come back, and he's trying
Mm-hmm.
to make another sponsorship or another
Yep.
letter to invite me back, and then for the second time I applied
Mm.
myself again,
Again, yeah.
and then after a week I got they said it was uh
Refuse.
refused,
Mm.
and then for the I tried again another attempt for the third time, and it was still the same because the officer told me when I left to Australia after I stayed 1 day that you
Mm.
might not able to come back and then
Correct.
probably apply for another visa or
Yep.
so.
Yep. Yeah. Because you became unlawful.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we had
So.
one cancellation and two refusals,
Mhm.
and we were distraught.
Mm.
We
Yeah.
didn't know what we were going to do. And
Yeah.
Nathan was looking on the web to try and looking everywhere he could, and so was I. And he said, "What about this lovely attorney that I've seen with Auspac? She does this show." And I said, "Let's give her a call."
All
And
right.
that was like the best day,
The
because that was when you said to us, there is an option to do something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
That,
cool.
that was the prospective marriage visa. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. But then, Steph, as I can remember, when Nate could not come anymore to Australia, you also did something, right? Did you go to the Philippines in order to be with Nate?
No,
Or
no, I did.
was it before the tourist visa of Nate? When did it happen? Did you go to
I,
the Philippines, right?
yes, we went to the
Mm,
Philippines, but if I after my tourist visa canceled, and then I
mm,
got two refusal,
yep.
and was planning to go to the Philippines by himself
Mm,
because we think we don't have any
option to see each
chance
other.
option. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, after 6 months for searching and everything, I found your YouTube account, and then the
Yep.
website, and then I've been studying about how to contacted you and
Yep.
some, and try it, give it a chance if
Mm.
we can, if I can still have a chance to come over back to
Yes,
Mm.
Australia.
yes. Otherwise,
Right.
I was going to sell my place and move to the Philippines.
That's how committed Steph
Yes, yeah,
to be with you. Yeah.
that was absolutely going to happen. Yeah,
That's it's always safe if I don't come back here.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He actually said that to me. Look, if I'm not going to get Nathan here, I'll just, pack up, sell all my things, and then go to the Philippines just to be with him because he really love Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
that's what
Okay,
it means. When you want to be with somebody, there's no other option.
that's right. That's right. But then I said to him, no, it's not going to happen. He'll be here, so don't worry. Just relax, take it easy, relax. He'll be here. It's just that we have to do it right this time
Yes.
because the type of application that he made himself is no longer good after overstaying, and
Yeah.
then you just put all the refusals out there. But then yeah, we were able to get through. Okay, long story short, so I know there was really good love story going on between the two of you, whether together or whether far apart from each other. But then so after finding each other, at what point did you guys decide to say, it's time for us to apply for a prospective partner visa? What was going through your mind then? Because just like what Steph said, I could just pack up and then go and be with Nate in the Philippines. But then, yeah, at what point did you finally decide, let's do this, let's try this or something?
Well, a prospective partner visa was something that we had in mind, but we didn't really know about. But then the prospective marriage visa was the only option and the best option that we had left. We always wanted to be together, and it would have been okay. I would have moved to the Philippines, but much better for Nathan to come to
Come
Australia,
over.
establish a future for himself here, and also helping his family out an enormous and making their life a little bit better back home while
Right.
he studies and makes a career for himself. So
That's really good. I
so
always knew Steph to be very supportive of Nate and your
Yeah.
future, Nate. Yeah.
He's always supportive.
Yeah, I sensed that from the very first day we met each other. When
Yeah.
we had the consultation. Yeah. Now, well, Steph and Nate, that many people are hesitant to start the process because of fear and because of long process, because of all these things that they need to put out there. But in your case, what was your biggest worry in the beginning?
My the only biggest worry I've got
Mm.
for myself is the refusal. That's the only one was fear about.
Because it was traumatic for you to get what?
Yes,
How many
yes.
refusal? Yeah.
That
Yep.
was twice, and then I said for the third time or
Yeah.
no more. I don't want to get any refusal. That's why
Yes.
we need to hire a migration lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Steph? What was your biggest worry in the beginning? Was there any
I,
worry? You just, I mean, you forget all the worries and then you just, your mind just went to something that
uh,
we will be together. Just forget about
no,
all the worries.
no, attorney, no. I'm not like that to just forget and move on. I'm one that thinks and thinks and thinks stuff
Yeah.
through,
Yep.
worries a lot, and
Mm.
I guess what Nathan said was very true of me too. I was very fearful of the whole
The
thing being
visa.
rejected. Although we still spoke about, well, it doesn't matter. I can pack up and I'll move to the Philippines. But that seemed to be okay for me to do that, but it wasn't good for. I didn't believe it was good for Nathan.
Yeah.
It was better for Nathan to come to Australia.
Mm.
See,
Yeah.
so we really thought that we were at the end of what we could achieve until we spoke to you.
All right. Yeah.
And when we had that half-hour consultation with you, our whole world changed.
That's good. That's
We got
wonderful.
It changed.
Yeah. Okay. One of the most common questions we get here in the office is, how did you prepare your evidence to prove your relationship, especially, as a same-sex couple? So what was your process? Because I didn't have any problem with you guys,
Yeah.
but we wanted to understand the process that you actually implemented for yourselves, and then see that this is the evidence that we need to do, because it's not easy to get evidence,
Yeah.
being a same-sex relationship. So what's your process? How did you prepare your evidence to prove
Uh,
your relationship?
for the first time, we got over the years conversation through WhatsApp,
Mm,
calls, and stuff like that. And
yep.
through WhatsApp, you can save messages and call history. So I saved all of them, and I took some a lot of screenshots, because every single day we are talking, day and night, and yeah,
Mm,
few hours a day, and before we sleep, and when we woke up. So I've studied about the fiance call for
fiance
sponsorship
visa, yeah.
fiance visa, that
Yeah.
this is what we need for the application. So I started to collect them all. I
Yeah.
started to put in a one file. So
Mm,
when we applied, is we have the evidence, and then all the remittances that he's supporting me, and
yep.
everything. I've got it all. I always say what is important for the pay
So
for the
so
doc.
you are the one documenting all these things. You're the one keeping
Yeah.
the documents. All right. Okay.
Yes,
Um,
Yeah,
mostly.
but
yeah, I think.
Steph is saying, no, that's not true. I've got a lot.
No, I wasn't saying that, but I was keeping whatever I had as well, and
Mm,
taking screenshots and that as well. And I think
yeah.
Nathan and I discussed that there is nothing was too trivial to keep.
Mm,
The
yes.
smallest thing was
Yes.
really important to keep, and
Yep.
so and we were very lucky to use WhatsApp to chat,
Mm, mm,
because it keeps it saves all of your conversation,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
we just had to go, a couple of taps on the computer, and we had all the conversation to give to immigration,
Mm,
and photos and things. When he did come for a holiday, we took photos of everything, and we
mm.
still do,
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
because as you know, recently they've asked us for an update, um, and so we've been able to pull a timeline for the last year very quickly, because we had all those photos and things saved. And
Yeah.
Nathan on his phone has thousands of photos, and just scrolling through them and finding stuff. But
Yeah.
also we had to prove our commitment to each
Yes.
other in various other ways,
Yep.
our financial commitment, and our commitment around the house, and our commitment to showing ourselves as
As a
a couple
couple.
in society,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And it's probably not very difficult, because you have proven that the relationship was genuine.
Yes,
and
really good.
it's not a made up sort of thing. So I mean, when I ask for something like this, you do have them way back, months before we actually lodge the application, right? So
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. So Nate, same-sex
yes,
relationship is not allowed in the Philippines. I mean,
yes,
there are things happening, but you're not allowed to get married. You're not even
yes.
allowed to register it. So
Sure.
how did you feel that something like this could ever happen to you? You come to Australia and getting married and things like that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's at such a young age, I didn't actually expect this, but for a long time looking for the right one,
Mm,
I felt it
yeah.
through my mind and my heart that
Mm,
okay, it is my choice for my future, for myself to have a career with a lovely partner, and
yeah.
also including my family. It's for them as well, and yeah,
Yeah, that was good because I saw all in your photos the support of your family, your
yeah,
parents, even your cousins, barkada, your group
yeah,
of friends in the Philippines. They really know. I mean, everyone knows Steph actually, and
yeah.
the,
I'm
and
I
that's
want
that's really
to
good.
introduce them who had, I have uh in my life, like friends, family, cousins,
Yeah.
uncle, auntie, everyone,
Hmm. Yeah.
every each one of them, I introduce him.
And we
Yeah.
have, we both have open Facebook pages that anyone can look at. And
Yeah.
when we got married, we broadcast the whole wedding on Facebook so that all
Yeah.
family in the Philippines and anyone else in the world that wanted to look could see the whole of our wedding ceremony. So,
Yeah, and that was really lovely. That
Yeah.
was really lovely. Both of you are really looking so good, and I was really happy to see you.
Thank you.
but
Yeah.
also, as it happened, it was good proof to immigration that we're not hiding ourselves. We are who we are. We're part of the
Mm.
Australian society, and here we are broadcasting all over the world, sort of thing.
Yeah. 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 That was really good. So, uh, for those people watching us, sometimes applying for a partner visa can be really intrusive. You don't have
Yes.
any secrets to keep. So really the key is don't keep a secret, not even to me if I am your RMA, because the more you tell me, the better we can do your application, the better we can explore more and then show to the case officer or to the immigration what they don't see. No, you have to remember that application is by paper. So this is not
Yes.
like America, wherein, case officer or immigration officer would knock on your door just to see and find out whatever you're doing at home. So these are all paperwork that you need to do. So if you don't know how to document it, or if you want to keep something secret, and because you are embarrassed or because you are ashamed or my parents do not know this, that there's no way you can get something, because one of the aspect is the social aspect of the relationship. So
Yes.
people need to know that you are a couple. You should not be mistaken as friends or just relatives or something, right? So very, very important. It may be intrusive, but hey, I'm not asking for apologies. I will have to ask, and
Yeah.
Steph and Nate know that. And when I said
Yes.
this is not enough, we have to get more. And of course, all the staff would really have to see what else is missing. If I'm going to put this to you, do you believe that they are in a genuine and continuing relationship? So we try to talk about you guys because
Yeah.
we believe that one perspective could still contribute to the application. So if one says, "Oh, I don't believe that they're through," then why? What is it that they are missing? And then we have to do something about
Yeah.
it, right?
Yes.
But again, in the case of Steph and Nate, we didn't have any problem because
Thank
from the
you.
very beginning, they have demonstrated the genuineness of their intention to be in a committed relationship, to be in an exclusive relationship, and to be reunited in Australia. So we didn't have any of those problems. But now we know that, partner visa application or this process can be emotional. It can
Yes.
also be stressful. I think I can remember some sessions with you when Steph was a little bit of crying. I can't
Yeah.
remember. I think you did. And what was the hardest part for you and your partner in the process?
um the patience,
Mm.
the time waiting, because for me time is gold, and
Mm.
we don't want to waste anything.
It's
Do you
pretty
still
good.
remember the time we made the application? How long
uh
did it take for you to wait for your application to be granted?
the first one, or this the second
The
one?
the, the fiance visa.
I think that's around 6 months.
6 months, I think.
six
Six
months or
months,
so.
you get the fiance visa, and then you came to Australia, and then you got married. And then we
Yes.
did your subclass 820, which is the first stage. How long did it take you to get your first stage?
um 2 2 3 months.
Yeah, that was really quick, right? And
Yeah.
now we're doing the permanent visa stage.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's past 2 years from the date we made the application. It can take more than a year because it's not a priority anymore. So just
It's
stay
been
there. Yeah.
a year and 4 months now?
Yes, year and
For the
4 months.
801.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And,
It
and
will take a long time for the 801 permanent visa stage because you are
we've,
it's not a priority of the department.
they recently asked us for more information, as you know,
Mm,
and
yeah.
to just say that we're still together. And we
Mm,
provided all of that, and you submitted that for us and went through it. So now we're waiting. We're hoping that, seeing they have looked at the application and asked for more, that it's not
yeah.
going to be too much
It's
longer.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We're just waiting for the final go, for the final letter for permanent residency. And from there, once you receive your permanent residency, count another 1 year, you may be eligible for citizenship and you get your
Yeah.
Australian passport. And you can travel in more countries that you want to, because then you don't need to apply for a visa for a lot of
Yes.
different countries. Okay. Now, when you finally got the visa granted, so we're talking of the fiancé visa. How did you feel about that? I mean, maybe Nate first, and then Steph later after
You for
Nate.
About the prospective marriage
Yeah.
The
visa.
When we got
perspective, the fiancé visa. How did you
Oh,
feel?
absolutely. I was absolutely thrilled. We both were. We were
Mm,
both moved to tears because we didn't know that we could apply for that. We Until we spoke to you, we didn't know.
mm,
And when we applied for it and when it was granted, it was the most unbelievably special thing. And I think that's when I got your brother to get you up out of bed, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Like,
The
ah.
fun fact, when Steve receives that, by the next day, and before that
Mm,
at night, me and my brother and my sister-in-law, we had a little bit of have fun,
yep.
and we all get drunk and stuff like that. Because it was a Saturday night, and we don't have any stuff to do because it's Sunday by the next day.
Mm,
And then, yeah, and then my brother woke me up because I just use my data. I turn it off every single night before I go to sleep, so my phone won't disturb me. And then he contact my brother to wake me up, says he's calling, and I need to open my phone. Have something to say, and I was shocked, and while I'm still hungover, and I'm just shocked. Oh my god,
when I
yeah.
told
that
him
was
it was
great.
granted, he was shouting out and he was so happy. We were so happy. And it was only a very short time until he arrived in Australia then.
Yeah.
What,
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In a
A
month.
month, yeah.
Okay, so you travel straight away. I'm here.
Yeah,
Steph, I'm here.
because we don't want to lose any chances now to.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Nathan arrived at the end of November, didn't you?
That was
Mm.
October. No.
October?
Oh,
No.
November.
It was November, just before Christmas, not like, yeah,
Yeah.
so the end of November. And then we got married in the following February.
Right. Yep. Okay, so
Yeah.
how did life change for first for Nathan and then later on for Steph? What happened?
Um. Well, it happened. It changed everything. My
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle. My knowledge how to live here, because
Yes.
we know that we have a different kind of lifestyle here
Yep.
than Philippines.
Yep.
So I'm kind of not get used to it uh, when after a year, and then I came back,
Yep.
and that was, and I tell to myself I want to learn how the lifestyle works here, how to
Yep.
do
Yep.
this and that and everything just to live where you are.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So the adjustment came to you easily
Yes.
or easily, yeah.
Um.
Because Steph was there. He's been
Yes.
supporting you. I think he's been introducing you to the neighborhood and everyone in the community, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah. In my friends that
Yeah.
I've had that have become Nathan's friends
Mm.
as well, and yeah, Nathan's fitted in very easily,
Right.
really.
That's good.
Um, I think there may have been some times when he had doubts about different things and different ways we do things in Australia, but
Mm.
because of his personality, he fitted in really easily. He talks to people, he gets to know people. He uses a lot of Australian slang words now, even because
Yeah.
I and he was only here 2 or 3 days, and he got himself a permanent job
Really?
on
Wow.
on Tambourine Mountain, which is
Right.
like so difficult.
Right. That's after my birthday. I started to have job.
Right. Wow. So what's the first job? Maybe you can share to some people who are,
I got a
want to be
job one
inspired.
of the local shops here called Codfather, which is the fish and chips shop, the local Australian food here that you can take away or eat
Mm.
in
Yep.
to this community.
Okay. That's good. And did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did enjoy it as my first job, and then I've stayed there
Mm-hmm.
for a year,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got to save a lot of money, and that's why we able to come back to the Philippines for holiday.
Wow. Okay. That's really good. So you moved from your first job to your second job now. So you are
Uh
doing
yes,
something different from the first one. Okay. So what are you doing now, Nate?
I'm doing a I applied for apprentice chef.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah, and because I found that there's a new restaurant open here in our place just
Yep.
nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and he was looking for apprenticeship, and I tried to apply if I can, and I got accepted after a week to give notice to my current previous boss
Yep.
that I will move to big restaurant and make a career in culinary.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. So you will become a chef
Yeah, yeah, probably in 2 years once I finish
in two,
my
in two
apprentice.
years' time. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
And
okay.
it's a very
Steph,
beautiful,
you want to add something more?
it's a very beautiful French restaurant that he works at, and the restaurant's doing really well, and they're so happy and pleased with him. And through the restaurant, he's making some new friends
Mm.
of friends of his own,
Yes.
which is really
Well,
important.
that's really nice. Okay, we are getting some comments about you guys. From Daryl Barrington, he said, "Wonderful couple, and I'm proud to call them my friends." So
That's
you're getting more
they've
friends from me.
for a long time.
Yeah,
Dar-
and
Daryl's my very best friend in life,
Yeah.
and someone who stood by me through thick and thin, and now stands by him and his
Us.
wife stand by us. You know,
Supported
yeah.
us very well.
Okay, for our audience tonight, you can ask questions directed to them if you want to find out something, because I can see some questions directed to you. Some
sure.
people are asking, how long have you been together? I'm not so sure before becoming a couple or now as a couple, but maybe start, how long have you been together before becoming a couple?
We
It depends
for
if you. It,
no.
doesn't it? It depends when you count. When you say we started as a couple,
Oh, we
and
started
we
with
sort of
4 years.
started as a couple almost immediately, really, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, just
Well, it was
in a
not.
relation around 4 years.
Yeah,
yeah,
about yes.
yeah.
4 years.
Yeah, because that question came from Tour Taaka Martinez. Hello po, ask ko lang po, how long na po sila sa relationship? How long na daw po kayo in a relationship?
4 years.
So,
4 years
yeah, four
together.
years now, Taaka, which is really true, no? So ang counting nila is from the time they met each other.
Yeah.
And they met through online
Yeah.
app,
Yeah.
di ba? So nagkakilala sila doon. And then from online app, they went outside of the online app. They went to WhatsApp and then hanggang Facebook,
We
hanggang sa...
build we build up our relationship there.
Yeah, so hanggat kung saan may paraan. I'm sorry, Steph, I'm speaking in Tagalog because we have
Please
some
do,
audience.
please do.
I know you
I
know.
wish I could
Um,
understand it.
I'll translate.
I know you can pick up. I know you can pick up
Translate.
some of the things that we're saying. Yeah, so palaging ganun po, ano, in partner visa application, I think about 90% of our clients met online. And from meeting online, they usually go out of the dating site, and then they use WhatsApp, and sometimes they call each other via mobile phone or use email, or sometimes they use Messenger. So things like that. They after meeting from the app, and if they think they click together, they usually leave that dating site app, and then they went on their own. So that's the pattern that we see among our clients anyway. Okay, so there's another message here that you guys look good together.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they
Thank
do.
you so much.
You should have seen them in their tux when they got married. They really look very, very wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so
They
straight
can
after, sorry, Steph, yeah?
they can look on our Facebook.
Yeah.
So anyone can have a look and see us, all our wedding and everything. It's all there.
Yeah.
It's up to you anyway.
Yeah. And you said you went on a cruise, right, Steph?
We did for our honeymoon.
Yeah, I
Yes,
saw those
we went
photos. Very,
on
very
a
good.
cruise.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, so everything is good with you guys. So, Nate is all well settled, well adjusted, and I think he's already building a career of his own, trying to realize the dreams bit by bit while being with Steph. Very, very happy relationship. They complement each other. And they do understand each other. So that's the beauty of their communication. There's uh, no one on top of the other. I can see them,
Yeah.
meeting eye to eye every now and then, and very, very considerate about each other's feelings. So it is not a type of one person deciding for both of them. Yeah,
Yes.
so another one. Wow, what a great couple. Stay strong.
Thank you.
So wishes for them.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Dana.
Now, now I have another question. So because we know that it went all good for you guys. So it is almost a dream come true, right? But some of the people actually watching us right now, or who will be watching this video, might still feel a little bit nervous to start or a little bit unsure to start. What would you say to these couples, especially the same-sex couples as what you are? Some of them may be unsure, some of them are still doubting the process. What would you like to tell them if they, for example, wanted to ask you about it?
The only words I say is search and study what Australia needs
Mm,
and be genuine and gathered all the evidence that they possibly they needs, even though you're just applying for fiancé visa.
yeah,
And yeah, always prepare in advance
Yeah.
and do
yeah,
do something like that, and don't be fear about, just
mm,
keep yourself confidence when you
yeah,
that we are going to pass this, have confidence.
yep, yep, yeah.
And
Eh, Yeah, another thing maybe for some other couples is don't rush, you know.
yes,
If say for example you had a consultation with me and I say, look, we can't do this now. We have to wait a little bit. Don't rush, because I'm not saying it
yes,
for whatever reason, for the whim of myself, right? Because we want a visa for you. Now, if I say let's wait, let's do this, then let's do that. Because you don't want a refusal. If I'm not convinced myself, the case officer won't be convinced.
yes,
But
That's what you told us.
mm,
Yeah, you
yeah,
said to us, I remember you said, if you didn't believe that our application would be accepted, even though you can't say 100%, but if
yeah,
you didn't believe in your own mind, then you wouldn't have put it into to immigration.
that's
Uh,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so we really respected that.
Thank you. Yeah, because after all, partner visa application is very expensive.
yes.
I
It's
think
not
it,
a joke.
yeah, I think what
Around
it was around
in total, well, I guess in
eight and a half thousand. Was
yeah, for the
it?
first one,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know. It's added up to somewhere. I don't know, somewhere
20,000.
15 to 20 sort of thousand,
yeah,
something around
yeah.
bigger. By
So
the time you
yeah,
add all other little bits and pieces, it does add up. But you
yeah,
can do it over time
mm,
and save the money over time while you're getting all the information that you need together. And I agree with what you say about don't rush. Take
yeah,
the time. Make sure Nathan and I said to each other, we studied what the government needed.
mm,
We spoke to you and we decided that we are not going to tell the government anything just for the sake of the application. We tell them the truth,
yes,
100% truth about everything that's going on with us, and we don't try and make up anything or invent anything at all.
yes, yep, yeah, yeah. Now, yeah, it's always a major decision factor when it comes to the costs, because
Yes,
as I've said, it's very expensive. And I mean, tourist visa application, if you get refused, then that's a few $100s.
Yeah.
You get the record of refusal, just like what happened to Nate, but those are about $200 lost. But then if you lose your partner visa application, it's about 9,300 plus now, just to pay for the visa application fee. And then, of course, if you're going to get us, then we do have the professional fee on top of that. Uh, for those people who want to do a DIY for partner visa, it will be your choice. But then think about it, because if you miss something, and if you think immigration will actually contact you to fill in the gaps, that's not going to happen, because it will be your responsibility to show, it will be your responsibility to demonstrate, because
Yes.
most
sure.
most of the clients we have in the tribunal, because they were refused. They did it themselves, or some other people or agency did it for them. If you're going to look at the reason for refusal, they're very, very simple issue, which could have been answered, which could have been responded to. But then, because they think that immigration will chase them to get the information that they need to decide in favor of you, it's not going to happen. Always treat yourself as an applicant. You're not entitled for anything.
Yeah.
Okay? Because some people, they think, because I'm married to an Australian citizen, I will get this, I can get this, immigration will get this. No, treat yourself always as an applicant. Just like applying for a job, you have to show your
Yeah.
best. Yeah. And be prepared. If you get the approval, if you get the job, then good on you. That means you've done really, really well. But if they said that, no, I can't take this, then there must be something missing. And you cannot blame the person making a decision because they decided not in favor of you, right? So it is your job. And if you do have the evidence, keep them. Keep them. Don't be complacent. Just keep them. Just like what they did. So Nate, took time to actually put them all together, gave it to us in a way that we can understand it. Because sometimes it will be funny here on our end, because some people, they just chuck everything to us. They just
Yeah.
put everything
Yeah.
to us, thinking that we can understand it. We won't be able to understand it unless you explain it to us. If it's all scattered, then it will take more time for us to do it and to come back to you, ask for this, and that. You can be annoyed by us because we will be, bombarding, contacting you to, hey, this is
Yeah.
not complete. We did not close the story and things like that. So that's why I'm very happy that they did their part as well. I mean, they took us for professional service, but we're not here to make up for the things that we need to present, because they did it. It's from them, and it was beautifully done. It made our job a lot easier, but then it made also our job to be more inspired to do their application, and just keeping us, hey, I cannot let these people down because they've done their part, because they're really putting a lot of effort, and it's not fair if we're going to just do it hush hush, okay, because it's not fair for them. So really, really happy that you are okay now, for both of you. Now, just one last question. If you could go back to the beginning of your Australian journey in Australia, Nate, and of course Steph in sponsoring Nate, is there anything that you do differently?
Sorry, what's the question
So
again?
if you could go back to the beginning of your Australian journey, would you do anything differently from what happened to us in the process?
I think I wouldn't go back,
Mm,
because what
yeah.
what you did, it's very awesome, and we loved it, and it was so great. No hassle at all, and I will stick to that.
Mm.
And
So you're not going to change anything. So you feel
no,
that you made the right decision.
yes.
Okay. Okay. How about you, Steph?
Well, there's just one thing really, and that is I would have spoken to you much earlier.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Much
That
earlier.
that yeah.
And
And
I do realise from what we've had to supply to immigration that if we spoke to you earlier, you may have said, come back and talk to me in 6 months or a year when you've got more stuff behind you. But we would have been more positive about what we were doing then. And so that's really all. But there's one little bit of advice that I would say to people watching, and that is, if you're going to apply for the partner visa, you've got now just over $9,000 that you have to pay for the application. Do yourself a favour and and employ attorney Teresa
Yeah,
to handle it,
agreed.
because for the little bit of money that we have to pay to Auspac Visa, why would you risk not over $9,000? You
By
know,
doing
it
by
doesn't
doing it
make any
themselves.
sense. Go to the experts and get you to do it. So we would have gone to you earlier.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that really would have changed.
Yeah, yeah, I would say so too, because I think you have suffered around probably 6, 8 months already. You've been crying, didn't know what to do, distraught about and distressed about all the things going on. When, I mean, if you could, I mean, if you met me earlier, then yeah, I would have
yeah,
been a lot easier, less stress, less anxiety, less, uncertainties at that point. But hey,
Yeah.
you're here. You're doing all good, and we're very,
yeah.
very happy
Thank
that
you,
you're happy.
attorney.
And
Thank you
to
for
any
Okay.
everything.
same-sex couples out there, don't be afraid of the fact that you're a same-sex couple. Don't think that the government or immigration is going to treat you any differently, and don't think that your agency is going to treat the same-sex couple any differently. We've had a wonderful experience, and I'm not somebody who has lived my whole life jumping out there saying that I'm gay, but
Hmm.
I'm happy to be with Nathan, and I don't, just don't care what people think. You and your partner look after one another, and it's not everything's going. If people are quiet in the Philippines and don't
Hmm.
want family and things to know, there's no reason that family really have to know if you're old enough to fill in an application and go. It's not
Yeah,
something that's spread all over the internet or anything.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, yeah, that is very true, because I think that's the common conception, or I'm not going to say misconception. That's a common conception about people of same-sex relationship, the same-sex couples. So they always think that, oh, it's not possible because it's not allowed in the Philippines. Oh, uh, it may be difficult because we don't have this, we're not allowed to do these things like that. Or sometimes they're
yeah,
a little bit embarrassed about their situation.
Yeah.
I do 100% agreeing with Steph. You are not treated differently in Australia. All couples are the same. They just
are
have different
equal. They're all
stories. They just have different degrees of love stories, right? Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're all the same. And we at Auspac Visa, we've done many application of same-sex relationship, and we treat them just like any other couple. But there's one thing that I would like to point out, that because it's a same-sex relationship, or because you're a same-sex couple, the bar is a little bit higher. It shouldn't be. I do not agree that it shouldn't be. But because, again, you yourselves had that conception that it may not be true, some people would not believe it, then we have to put the bar a little bit higher. And that's always a safe thing for us to do, rather than saying it's okay. Okay, so we have to push it up a little bit. No?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not a problem if you are in a genuine and continuing relationship. There will be a problem if you're fixing things up. Okay, and don't
yeah,
come to us if you're doing us. We don't want to get involved with your fixing, because we're not a fixer. We are professional doing our
exactly.
job really,
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
very legit.
Yeah.
Okay, so last message from you guys for our audience who would watch this one.
Do you have a
Um,
message?
all I can say, if you're a same-sex couple who's planning to do the same thing with like us, don't be afraid. Just show who you are. Show to immigration that you are very genuine, and th- there is no gonna be a problem. That's all. Just genuine, be yourself, and be confident.
Hmm.
I don't think I can add anything to that. That's just what I would say too. Just
Yep.
be yourself and tell the truth, and be truthful,
Yeah,
and it will come out. They will see that you're genuine.
Yeah, because
Right.
there is nothing to hide who you are, or
Correct.
when it comes
You're
to
not
application.
doing anything wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
think you're doing anything wrong, well,
Mm.
that's
Don't
not. Don't do
don't
that.
do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah. All right. So thank you very much, Steph and Nate. As always, I'm very, very grateful that I have met you. I'm very, very grateful that you came across our practice. And I know and I'm confident that you will never forget us because we are now part of your life as you are a part of Auspac Visa.
Yeah,
Maraming
thank you
maraming
so
salamat and we say goodbye and thank you very much. We're rooting, we're cheering for permanent
Yes.
Thank
residency
you.
to come very, very soon for you guys. Okay, so
Thank
that's all, folks. That's all for everyone. So we're going to say hello. I can see some more questions coming in. I'm going to answer that next week. Okay, so thank you very much. So sa Auspac Visa, visa mo, sagot po namin. So maraming maraming salamat and good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh,
Australia, the land of opportunity, natural beauty, and endless possibilities. If you ever dreamed of calling Australia your home, Auspac Visa is here to make that dream a reality. At Auspac Visa, we specialize in helping Filipinos secure the Australian visa they need. Our team of experienced immigration experts is here to guide you every step of the way. From visa applications to paperwork, we handle it all. You can focus on planning your new life down under. And when the time comes, we'll be there with you as you take the oath and become an Australian citizen. Join the thousands of satisfied clients who have made their dreams come true with Auspac Visa. Australia is waiting for you. Contact Auspac Visa today and start your journey towards a brighter future. Auspac Visa, your trusted immigration law services. Call us today or visit our website to schedule your consultation.